This is Live for Love TV. Live for Love TV. Yes, I am.
Make sure to subscribe and leave us a review.
Be sure to join us next time.
Live for Love TV.
Back here with Live for Love TV. It's the second day of the fourth month of 2021. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Today we're going to have a little health watch, a little health talk about two mushrooms you see in front of you. And you know, mushrooms are not herbs, they're not fruits, they're fungi. And they have been on the planet probably as long, if not longer, than human beings. And when you hear the word fungi or fungi, people seem that it's something bad. But this is medicinal mushrooms. They've been on the planet being used, as far as we know, over 2,000 to 3,000 years. I have the queen of mushrooms here and the king of mushrooms. So you're looking at reishi to the right, which is the queen of mushrooms. They call it reishi, is actually translates to mushroom of immortality, which is amazing. Well known for warm climates growing, places like parts of Japan and China. Now, the so-called mythological story or true story, I don't know, that only the dignitaries and the kings and the emperors of China could use this particular mushroom. And they sent out, one of these emperors or one of these dignitaries sent out hundreds of people to gather all of the reishi they could find in the kingdom. And they traveled over water, land and water, and eventually ended up on the island of Japan. And whilst there, they found much reishi, a holy reishi. Let me speak properly. I speak a holy reishi. But they decided they weren't coming back. So they stayed there and they multiplied, and that's how Japan became populated. That's what's said. That's what they say anyway. But reishi and chaga, but reishi is known as an adaptogen. Adaptogens are things that adapt to the state of your body. So if your body is running too hot, it cools it down. If it's running too cool, it heats it up. If you're stressed, it calms you down. If you're underactive, it gives you like a tonic. So it's very, very impressive. It boosts your immunity, reduces fatigue, and it's well known for anti-inflammatory. I use it, and I've been using it for a long, long time. A good organic reishi is very bitter, and it's not something I would advise you to try and sweeten. The bitterness actually helps its activation in the liver. So if I was you, I certainly wouldn't try to sweeten reishi. But it's a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful herb. I've been using it for over 20, 25 years for many different things. It does so many things in the body that it's impossible to say about what it does. But it wouldn't get the title from the people from Asia who are the king of herbs and stuff like that, or, well, king of herbs, well-known herbal people in China, if it wasn't such a good herb, the herb of immortality. Let's move over to chaga, which is next to it. This is the king of mushrooms. So that says a lot. Just like reishi, which I didn't mention, it's known to be able to fight or kill certain cancer cells. Now remember, this is not medical advice. This is anecdotal evidence. This is evidence that's been tested only maybe on rats and mice. It's been tested on some people, but they'll tell you it needs a lot more tests. But I'm only speaking from personal experience. So if you need medical advice, go for medical advice. But this is what I'm saying and what I know. It's meant to help with certain type of cancer, especially things like colonal cancer. It's also an antioxidant, boosts the white blood cells, boosts the immunity. It's a wonderful mushroom. It's got a nice taste. It's not bitter. It kind of, when you put some warm water to it, it kind of tastes like chocolate, like a chocolate tea. Some people use it to replace their coffee with this. It's got a high melanin content, which is one of the very few things that has such a high melanin content. So for those of you who understand the power of melanin in the body, every human being has melanin. Fair-skinned people have a lot less than darker-skinned people, but everybody needs melanin, and melanin is high in chaga. It's a powerful, powerful herb, fungi, yeah? I call it herb, but it's not really a herb. Anyway, it's found in cold climates like Siberia, northern Canada, where else? Northern Europe. And because it's so good in those cold climates, it's meant to be really, really good as a viral in the winter for viral infections. So currently we're talking about a lot of viral infections around the world, and I think chaga is something that will help to boost your immunity and will help you along the way. I use it. I take about half a teaspoon of the chaga with some warm water, and I add a little bit of organic honey. It tastes beautiful that way. When I take the reishi mushroom, I take half a teaspoon of that, and that one, as I said, with no honey, very bitter. It's good for you. It tastes bitter, and a lot of people don't like bitter stuff, but bitter stuff is really good for your liver, to rejuvenate your liver. So these are two, there's a king and a queen of mushrooms. And anybody who's seen any of the mushrooms, they grow on trees. The chaga mushroom grows on the birch tree. The reishi mushroom, I believe, grows on dead, dying trees. So they both grow on trees. They can grow other places. You can even find reishi mushrooms growing on cow dung. And maybe that's where the concept of holy shit comes from. Pardon my French, as they say. But it's powerful. I've used both of them for over 20, 25, 30 years. I've had good results with them. I hope you should try them. Find them where you can in your local health stores or good health stores or online, and give it a try and get back to us in the comments. Blessed love. Live for Love TV.